You know that feeling when you're swiping your card faster than a ninja in a sword fight only to realize you've overspent again? It's as if the plastic in your hand has some magical power, making money disappear into thin air. One minute you're the king or queen of the world, the next, you're staring at a bank statement that looks like a horror movie script. Well, fear not, the envelope budgeting system might just be the superhero you need to rescue you from your overspending habits. Remember the good old days when cash was king and counting coins was a pastime? Those days can be here again with the envelope budgeting system. It's all about allocating specific amounts of cash to different spending categories. Think of it as a fun game of Monopoly, except you're playing with real money and the board is your life. Picture this. You've got a bunch of envelopes, each labeled with categories like groceries, gas, entertainment, and so on. Each of these envelopes contains a certain amount cash, the budget you've allocated for that category. Once the envelope is empty, that's it. No more spending in that category until you refill the envelope next budgeting period. Sounds simple, right? But wait, I hear you say, I don't like to carry around a lot of cash, it's heavy, and it doesn't earn me any reward points. Well, there's a solution for you too. Welcome to the world of digital envelope budgeting. There are numerous budgeting apps out there that maintain the core principle of envelope budgeting, but in a digitized form. They allow you to allocate money to different virtual envelopes, and you can spend from these envelopes using your debit or credit card. It's like having a personal finance manager in your pocket at all times. So, why should you consider giving envelope budgeting a shot? Well, it's a tangible way to track your spending and potentially curb impulse purchases. When you physically hand over cash, you're more aware of the money you're spending. Plus, it's easy to see when an envelope is getting thin, warning you to slow down on your spending. And for those of you who like a challenge, envelope budgeting can test your discipline. It's like a financial diet, and just like any diet, it requires discipline to stick to it. But once you get the hang of it, you'll be amazed at how much money you can save. So, are you ready to dethrone your card and crown cash as your new king? If you're enjoying this video and have found our advice helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for financial freedom tips. Let's journey towards financial stability together. Alright, let's roll up our sleeves and get down to business. Time to build your envelope budgeting castle. It might not have a moat or a drawbridge, but trust me, it's going to be just as impressive. First things first, you need to become a detective for a month. Yes, you heard me right. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to track your spending. Every penny, every dime, every dollar. This isn't just about knowing where your money is going, but understanding your spending habits. It's about finding the dragon that's gobbling up your gold. Once you've done that, you'll have a clear picture of your financial landscape. Now, armed with your newfound knowledge, it's time to set some realistic limits. This isn't about slashing and burning your way through your expenses. It's about allocating your cash in a way that makes sense for you. Maybe you realize you're spending too much on takeout, or maybe you find that you're not setting aside enough for savings. Whatever it is, the aim is to create a budget that fits your lifestyle and financial goals. With the limits set, it's time for some arts and crafts. Grab yourself some envelopes. You can go old school with plain white or jazz it up with different colors for different categories. Label each envelope with a spending category. Think groceries, entertainment, gas, and so on. Now for the fun part. At the start of each budgeting period, usually monthly, head to the bank and withdraw the total allocated cash for all categories. Divide it into your envelopes, and there you have it. Your very own envelope budgeting system. And voila, your financial castle stands tall and strong. It might not keep out invading armies, but it will certainly help you fend off the siege of overspending. Now remember, a castle is only as strong as its defenses. Stick to your budget, track your spending, and before you know it, you'll be the king or queen of your financial kingdom. Living within your means. Sounds boring, right? But trust us, it's more exciting than a game of Monopoly. Let's delve into the fascinating world of managing your spending using the envelope system. This isn't your average board game, it's the game of life, and the stakes are real. Imagine each envelope is a property on your Monopoly board. You've got your Groceries Avenue, your Entertainment Boulevard, and let's not forget Bills Street. Now each of these envelopes gets a specific amount of cash at the start of your budgeting period. Just like buying properties in Monopoly, you've got to invest wisely. Here's the golden rule of this game. Pay with cash only. No, we're not suggesting you turn into Scrooge McDuck and start hoarding gold coins, but using cash instead of that shiny piece of plastic helps you visualize where your money goes. Every time you make a purchase, subtract that amount from your envelope. It's like rolling the dice and moving your piece around the board, except with every move you get closer to financial stability. Now, as in any game, there are rules. The most important one is the empty envelope rule. Once an envelope is empty, spending stops for that category until the next budgeting period. It's as sacred as the do not pass go, do not collect $200 rule in Monopoly, no cheating allowed. But life isn't a board game, and unexpected expenses can crop up. Maybe your car breaks down, or you need to buy a last-minute birthday gift. How do you handle these curveballs? Well, you can borrow from another envelope, but remember, you'll have to repay it. Or you can make temporary adjustments to your budget. But remember, the aim of the game is to stay within your means. So, are you ready to play? It may not be as thrilling as landing on free parking or as nerve-wracking as getting a chance card, but it's a game that can lead you to the ultimate prize: financial freedom. Remember, no cheating. The empty envelope rule is as sacred as the do not pass go, do not collect $200 rule in Monopoly. Think using cash is old-fashioned? Well, let's take a stroll down the benefits lane and see why it's cooler than you think. First off, envelope budgeting gives you tangible spending tracking. How many times have you swiped your card and then been shocked when you checked your balance later? With cash, what you see is what you get. You can literally watch your money dwindle, making it a lot harder to part with those precious bills. It's like watching your favorite ice cream melt away. You wouldn't let that happen, would you? Secondly, envelope budgeting is awesome at curbing impulse purchases. Picture this: you're in a store, and you see a shiny new gadget that you just have to have. With a credit card, it's easy to give in. But with cash, you reach into your envelope and realize there's not enough to cover it. It's a reality check that can stop you from making purchases you'd regret later. Then, there's the increased financial awareness. When you're using cash, you're forced to be more mindful of where your money is going. This isn't some abstract concept, it's cold, hard cash you're handing over. It's like a crash course in money management, teaching you to appreciate the value of a dollar. Finally, envelope budgeting is a fantastic stepping stone to digital budgeting apps. Once you've mastered the art of managing your money with physical cash, you're better prepared to use digital tools that maintain the same core principles. It's like learning to ride a bike with training wheels before hitting the open road. So, envelope budgeting isn't just about using cash, it's about gaining control over your finances, learning to value your money, and setting yourself up for future financial success. It's like giving yourself a financial makeover, and who doesn't love a good makeover? So, ready to swap your swiping for some old-school cash counting? Alright, it's time to wrap up our financial journey and tie it with a pretty cash bow. We've explored the budgeting system, a method that swaps plastic for paper, and gives you a tangible way to monitor your finances. It's all about allocating specific amounts of cash, different spending categories, and sticking to it. We've learned that the power of this system lies in its simplicity. You can see where every dollar is going, and you're less likely to splurge on that tempting online sale when it means physically taking money out of another envelope. But let's not forget, it's not just about restriction, it's about awareness, understanding your spending habits, and making informed decisions. So why not give it a go? Track your spending for a month, set up your envelopes, and see how it changes your relationship with money. Remember, envelope budgeting isn't just a system, it's a stepping stone to achieving your financial goals. So, are you ready to step up? If you found this information valuable, please don't hit the like button. And if you want to continue our financial journey together, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Trust me, your wallet will thank you.